Hey guys, Raid Zero AU, and welcome to episode 1 of Subnautica. And I think things have gone terribly wrong. That's gotta hurt. I think we better put this fire out before we choke. Okay.
Greetings, survivor. Great job not dying.
Thank you.
To assist you in further survival in emergency situations, you have been issued this personal data assistant. The interface visible now will organize your inventory, display currently available construction blueprints, and holds other valuable information. Please take a moment to familiarize yourself with it.
Alright. Yep. Okay. Alright, so Subnautica. It's a game that I've played around with over the time, but lately they've done some decent updates to it from what I can tell. So, or from what I'm hearing. So I thought, you know what, it's time we probably dove right in, pun intended, and had a bit of a look at it. So what is Subnautica? It is a survival building game. So we have just crash landed. We were on that ship over there, the Aurora, which something went horribly wrong, and we have crash landed on this ocean planet.
Attention, detecting increased local radiation levels.
That's not good.
Trend is consistent with ongoing degradation of the Aurora's dark matter drive core due to damage sustained during collision. Continuing to monitor.
Okay. So, over here, this is our escape pod here. We're going to need to fix the life pod systems and probably the communications relay over here. We've got a storage container here, which is what I was just in. Got some filtered water in there, some nutrient blocks, flares, and the fire extinguisher, which I don't need again at the moment. So yeah, it's a survival building game. We've got our fabricator over here, in which we can do a whole lot of building. We've got some basic stuff in here at the moment that we can build. Main things we're going to be wanting to look at, first of all, would be an oxygen tank, just to increase. We've got 45 units of oxygen here. Basically we're going to want to increase that. If we create one of those, then basically we can get that up to 105. We're wanting to grab some food and things like that as well. So let's head on out and grab some stuff. Welcome to the world of Subnautica. It's a rather pretty world, I'd have to say. And basically break limestone, so you come down and you find these little nodules, and you'll get some ore out of it. In that case we got some copper. The other thing you'll find around the place is there is a whole lot of debris around the place.
10 seconds of oxygen.
Okay. So 45 units of oxygen doesn't last very long. So this is some debris here. You can pick up metal salvage. That'll give you 4 titanium at a time. These little locker things here, these are fragments. So this is a sea glide fragment. We need to craft the scanner, and you scan those to learn the various blueprints, and there's a whole series of those.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
So the oxygen tank is rather important unless you want to keep having to go up and down like that, and certainly if you wanted to go deeper you're going to need it. So we need to pick up some quartz, which there's a piece there, so we can make some glass. We'll go for some titanium from that one there. We're probably getting close to, yep. Okay, we're up to 45 again. There's another one of these. What's that one? Sea glide again? Yep. You generally need more than one fragment to learn the blueprint, and it just depends on the item itself. Alright, so the next thing we're going to want to grab is, if possible, we want to grab some food and some water. Now, for water, basically you grab these things and you just swim up to them if you can, and you got to time it right, and you just click the left mouse button. There you go. So, an air sac.
Caution. Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may cause a quantum detonation. Calculating risk assessment. Death by malnourishment, 7%. By physical injury, 11%. By exposure to radioactive crash site materials, 19%. If the drive core is breached, probability of death increases to 65%. Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Oh, be quiet. Trying to catch some food. So these ones here, the boomerangs, quite often are the easiest ones to grab for food. There's also Gary fish, but I think boomerangs are, I'd have to check it, but I think they're worth a little bit more food. So we'll grab a couple of those, because our food's a little bit low. Okay. And eventually what we'll do is we will build ourselves, once we've got a base up and running or started, we'll build ourselves some aquariums, and we'll be able to keep some of these in the aquariums and they'll breed, so we can then harvest them. Alright, so what we then want to do is we're coming to our fabricator, and we'll go to water. We can use our air sacs to create a couple of things of water. Oh. We only had one air sac. And cooked food. Cooked boomerang. Now we do have those nutrient things that you get at the start. I tend to hold on to those and only use those if absolutely necessary. So normally you can jump outside and grab something. So alright, so we go back in here. Want to make some titanium. You will use a lot of titanium in building, and we want to build some glass because we're going to need that. Need both of these materials to make ourselves the oxygen tank, and that should be it. We should have enough to make an oxygen tank, and instead of 45 now we've got 105. I wonder what happens if I build a second one. Nothing. Alright. What I can probably then do is swap them out if I need to. And we'll hold on to that. At the moment, don't need to really keep it with us. We'll just put those in there. We'll keep a bit of water on us. Maybe just one. Okay, so next thing we're going to be wanting to make is some tools. We really need a survival knife, which we need rubber for. So... and we want to make the welder so we can fix up these items around here, and we definitely want the scanner. So scanner, we can probably make the scanner actually. We need to make a battery, and to make a battery we need some, it's in the electronics section, we need some acid mushrooms. So we need to just go out and grab some acid mushrooms, because everybody loves acid mushrooms. So we need 2 of those, and they're these things here. So you just pick those up.
Warning, local radiation readings exhibit characteristics consistent with total degradation of the Aurora's dark matter drive core. A quantum detonation will occur with a probability of 85.5%. Advise observing a 1 kilometer safety range.
Okay. So we want to build a battery, and then have we got enough to flashlight? We need some more titanium. All right, let's head back down there and grab some titanium. Must be something around here we can grab. What's that over there? Can I grab that? We'll grab this quartz while we're here. Oh. There must be some more wreckage, scrap metal around the place, surely. You guys can probably see it. Or even just a little resource node would be okay. Don't really want to head down here just yet. We will need to go down into some of these spots shortly, because we need to, there's some items we need to grab down there. What I'm after is just simply some... Now these large creatures here generally aren't too much of a problem. You just need to just keep your distance from them. They tend to fart stuff out, toxic stuff out of their backsides. See if we can locate titanium.
Emergency. Seismic readings suggest a quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core.
Oh
the
dear.
central dark matter reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Well, I guess any hope that we may have had of actually being able to do anything with that ship is probably pretty much gone now. Bugger. Alright. Well, sun's coming up at least. Head back down. I'll be able to see something a bit easier. Let's go over this way. So just after, I shouldn't have made that second oxygen tank. They used to stack, basically. I remember you used to be able to make multiples and keep them in your inventory, and it would just automatically stack. appears they've that's not the case anymore. So, other thing we want to be on the lookout for is salt deposits. I'm not seeing any around, but if I do see some, I'll point them out so you know what you're looking for. Right, there's another boomerang for a bit of food. Oh, here's some wreckage over here, I think. Come here. Yep. We'll grab that. We'll grab that. And grab him.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen
Okay.
remaining.
We'll head over and we'll cook up the food and we'll make ourselves a scanner. So we've got everything we need to do that now. Alright, so bit of water. And some cooked boomerang. Imagine we're going to get pretty sick of fish by the time we're rescued off this planet, if we ever are. Okay, and then resources, basic resources, we want some titanium. And then tools. We'll craft ourselves a scanner. Alright. Now let's just eat something. Yep. Okay, 90%. Yep, it's good. A decent amount of titanium there now. Haven't turned all the quartz into glass because I can't remember if there's something you needed just simply quartz for. And our scanner is on number 1. So what we can now do is we can come down to these fragments. Sea glide fragment. And right mouse button, scanner. So we need 2 of those. Okay. There's a fragment over here. Swimming speed is a bit slow at the moment. We will be fixing that before too long. We need to go over and get some stuff to make rubber. Stay away from him. Alright, let's head in. There we go. It's the second sea glide. Alright, so we've unlocked the sea glide.
Acquired.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Just keep an eye out for any salt deposits. They can be a little bit hard to spot at times. But one thing we are also going to need is some crash powder. And let's see if we can get some crash powder. The chances are we won't be able to do it without... we'll get probably injured doing this. But let's see if there's... one down here, so might as well grab that. Grab that.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen
remaining. It's not an emergency. Well, I suppose it would have been if you hadn't told me. There's another one of these. So anything worthwhile in here? Nope. scan there. Alright. So... Alright, we've got... those yellow, like, what look like yellow berries over there is what we need to make ourselves some flippers. We've got lots of metal salvage over here. But you need to be careful in these areas because there are stalkers, which are particularly nasty fish. Let me grab a number of these. Is that all I've got? Isn't it? Okay. I'm just sort of keeping an eye out to see whether there's any around. Solar panel, that'll be useful. We'll scan that. We need 2. What are we up to? 51 oxygen left. And there is another one over there. There's another fragment over there. Actually, there's 2 more fragments over here. We just want to be a bit careful. Any sign of danger, we're out of here. Oh, bioreactor. Yeah. What's this one down here? Not seeing any stalkers as yet. Bioreactor. Ah, there's a salt deposit. Is this thing here? How's my inventory going? Yeah, I've still got a little bit of room. Try one of these. Copper. Be nice if we could find a piece of silver. Lead. Right, let's start heading up. It's 43 units left. I did see some more. Yeah, there's another in here. Now you want to be careful about getting too close to the Aurora. Oh, there we go, solar panel fragment. Good, we've unlocked that.
New blueprint acquired.
Titanium. Alright. Let's head back to escape pod. What we can do is we can make ourselves a pair of flippers at least, and probably a knife. Okay. So resources, basic materials, silicon rubber. I reckon we need 2 silicon rubber. Let's have a look. Equipment. Yep, fins. So that'll just help us swim a bit faster. And tools. We need 1 more silicon rubber. Did we grab enough? Yes, we did. Nice. Tools, survival knife. Alright. Good. Still got a bit of creep vine left. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn that into... Actually, I think I might need 3 to do that. Yep, I need 1 more to make lubricant. Reason being that there's the Sea Glide. We need some lubricant for that. Battery, copper wire, titanium. So it's just the lubricant. So we're going to need to head over and grab a few more of those creepvine clusters before we do that. But we'll do that at the next episode. So I'm just going to chuck those in there. We'll put the salt deposit in there. Now food does go off in this, so you want to be careful of that. We'll put those in there. Alright, so that's our inventory here full. Wish I hadn't made that second oxygen tank. But anyway, just with your items, so they're down, it automatically puts them down in your toolbar down here, and these are numbered on the keyboard 1 through to 5. And basically if you want to change the order, so I always like to have the knife on number 1. So you just put your mouse over it and press 1, and that'll put it in 1, and then I'll put scanner in 2. So, but not too bad for a starter. We've got extra oxygen, and we've got our fins, and we've got our survival knife. So, yeah. Good start, good start. A bit of food, we've scanned a few things, we've unlocked the solar panel and the Sea Glide, so I'm happy with that. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've watched. If you have, please leave a like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. I'm Raid 0AU, signing out.